Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Oh my God, we're live, and it is our 6-month INN stream. We've got some of the members here, and we've got some people already in chat. Thank you for being here. Hopefully, you can see us, you can hear us. We are live. We are live. Everybody hear us? Right now, I've got, and you know what? I have the name badges turned off, but we should not. I need to fix that setting. But we've got right now Uncle Warren. We've got me, Indy. We've got Angel, the handsome cynic. We've got Lucy, Blue Moon Red Wine. And we've got Reef, the Reefer After Dark, and INN News, and Mr. Tech. And of course, we got Elias Cepeda from Deconstructing Consent. And Elias has been doing some more MMA blogging, I've been noticing, and he's been doing some really cool stuff. But before we get into that, again, this is the INN Anniversary 6-month stream. For all the members and for all the fans and for us to have a chance to say thank you, to go through all the different things that we've been through over the last 6 months, both personally, both as a group, how we've come together as a network, some of the things that we participated in, some of the things that we put on ourselves, and some of the things that we have to look forward to. So yes, super excited that everybody's here. Thank you for being here. So, hi family. We talk all the time and every day, but I don't get to see you guys very much on stream. So, hey.
Hello.
I see Lucy probably more than anyone, but we don't get to see Angel much these days because Angel's been taking a little bit of a hiatus, and I'm happy to see him live and get a chance to talk to him for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely want to
Angel is
hear...
also Batman. That's why you don't see him very often.
That's
Angel
true.
Yeah, I've been hanging out in the Bat Cave, you know? Yeah. So.
The Jersey Bat Cave.
Dude, that would be great. Why is there not a Jersey Batman?
He's
That's
been
a
There needs to be
question.
a Jersey Batman.
There's a Jersey
quietly
Devil, but not a
shit-tweeting.
Jersey Batman.
Yeah,
There is a Jersey
What
Devil
is Jersey
for sure.
called in the DC universe?
What?
Like New York is Gotham, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I thought Chicago was Gotham.
What's like?
No, Gotham's New York.
I don't
That's
know.
the Chris Nolan Batman.
One of them is
That's
Metropolis.
Chicago
I think
boy could
Chicago's
probably
Metropolis, isn't it? One of them was
Is it?
Metropolis, and one
Or it
of them
might
is
be the other way
Gotham.
around.
I
don't
think Superman is
I thought Gotham
Metropolis.
was based on a mix of Chicago and New York.
Oh, is that what it was? Well, that could be.
Somebody had a
I thought it was
theory
New
that Metropolis was daytime New York and Gotham was nighttime New York.
Well, that's only
Okay.
that only
There's a
comes
theory
from a
going
New
around.
Yorker, considering there's like 4 of us from the New York area, so or 3.
I
Yeah,
assumed it was just New York, but
that's interesting.
Makes
So-
sense. I don't know. Maybe it
So
doesn't.
yeah, I haven't even had a chance to tweet out that we're live yet. We're live on Rockfin for the first time ever. INN Roundtable live stream on Rockfin because we got. Actually, I'm not sure about that. Maybe we did stream one of them on Rob Durden's Rockfin channel. This is the first time on my Rockfin channel because we have gotten a Rockfin channel since we started the network, and that's just one of the amazing things that I wanted to reflect on and talk about and showcase and highlight. I was going over some numbers. I was doing some reviewing today, and I was starting to look at some things, and I was like, wow, this is we're only 6 months old, and it's pretty remarkable how much this group has already come together. We've already added 5 new members to the group since we started 6 months ago, so we're ever evolving and growing, which is awesome. Lucy, holy crap. Lucy really decided to dive right into the whole network thing, and I definitely want to give you a ton of credit. And you're on the student debt thing, and I certainly want to give a shout out to all that you're doing to try to raise awareness and fight to get people to boycott their student debt. To the point that she organized and arranged an amazing day of a marathon of panels with panelists that had all kinds of experiences and life expertise. And yeah, I mean, I know you just you wanted to rerun it, but we still can do that. But I'd love for you to kind of talk a little bit about student debt and the marathon and what you've been doing on that since, Lucy. Give you a chance to talk about that.
Yeah, I actually I want to talk about that. So like it's been almost like 5 months or something since we had that marathon, and I tried to rerun it. But what I've decided was to like spend a little bit of time on YouTube. It's not that I don't enjoy like raging on YouTube, like, you know, like doing all of these rants on YouTube. But I also have kind of like a limited amount of energy, and believe it or not, I actually do have a limited amount of rage. Like, like I don't have the energy to, I like, you know, I do have an angry personality, but I also like can't keep it up all the time. So, so I've decided to take a step back and see what I can actually do to bring the conversation to the cancellation of debt for 45 million people. And what I noticed, especially in the past few days, and believe it or not, abortion is not the most important issue for all women. Like, that's not the #1 issue for me.
No, definitely not.
So, you know, that doesn't mean that it's not an important thing that can be discussed, but I feel like it's a very divisive thing to organize around, and I'm not really interested in that. So what I would like to do is anybody that actually wants to organize around the cancellation of student debt, I've been talking to Marcus and Alan Collins from Student Loan Justice, and I sent out an email as well to all of the people involved in the marathon, that it's actually really hard. Like, activists have tried for years to get people to march for student debt cancellation, because it is like one of the things, it's not the only thing, but it's one of the things that's really holding back our economy, right? But it's hard to get people to march out in the street for it. So what we'd like to do, what we've been thinking about doing, is to try to create some kind of viral moment around student debt, maybe like having a little social media campaign where we burn our debt and like share videos of ourselves burning our debt, something that everyone can do from home, something that's safe, something that doesn't require millions of people to go out in the streets, but will shift the conversation back to like to the cancellation of debt, because the politicians were talking about that very recently, and they were able to switch the topic with this Roe v. Wade leak. And I think that was on purpose. But that's just my opinion, you know? So that's one of the ideas going around, to have like, try to do like a little viral moment. I don't know if you guys remember the Ice Bucket Challenge a long time ago. It was like a fundraiser for a disability. I don't even remember the name of the disability, but I remember the Ice Bucket Challenge. So
Yeah.
like,
I think I did
ALS.
that.
Did you do the Ice Bucket Challenge?
I think I did years ago. It was years ago.
I did an Ice Bucket Challenge for sure.
Over ALS.
100%.
Yeah.
It was definitely over ALS, and I poured an ice bucket. I challenged 3 friends, and 2 of them did it, and I think I may have even donated the money anyway. I don't remember.
Yeah, so
Because I'm a
I don't
sucker.
know if we can do something that's like viral like that or whatever, but ideally, like if anybody has any ideas, please email me your idea or tweet at me your ideas to BMRW show. That's my Twitter handle. And if you want to like participate, message me
We could
on Twitter as well.
we could send a bunch of our resumes with college degrees to McDonald's. Right? Just flood their network with that. See if that works out.
Sure.
Yeah.
But, I did cover your Substack on the Roe v. Wade leak. I thought it was interesting on INN News last week. So,
Well, see, and that's something else
you were
that
asking
happened.
about.
Yeah. Oh wow! Somebody get Luis a link to the stream for sure. I thought I sent him one on Facebook today. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
he did, and that's why I put it in the chat. He just texted me or messaged me.
Oh, dude, my bad. All right, here, let me get a link for him. I'm pretty sure I thought I'd sent it to him.
I got
You
it.
got it? You got it?
Where's
got him on
I gotta go on
Facebook?
Facebook or
Yeah, you got to go on Facebook.
He messaged me on
because he's Mr. Banished. Telegram?
forget why. No, why am I
Insta?
just forgot. Discord.
is he on
Discord.
Telegram?
Oh, there he is.
He
Oh.
He messaged me on Discord. Yeah.
Oh, here. I got him. I got him.
All right.
Hold on. Edit and take out the second link so that it doesn't give him that thing. Sorry about that, everybody. Thanks. We're doing it live.
No
We're
worries.
doing it live.
Yeah, we're doing it live. Fuck it.
Sorry, Lucy. We're
Warren, you've
stepping
been
all
doing
over
a
your
ton of
student debt stuff. But wait, stop. But Lucy started a
Oh,
Substack.
wait, I actually want to talk
Mhm.
about. Sorry, like a
Go ahead.
shameless plug. Another one.
No, please.
So this isn't really something I'm doing alone, but the Bank Sisters in Jasana
Oh, yeah.
have really been doing a lot of work organizing this action called Camp
Yeah.
Dada. It's gonna be like it's kind of marketed right now as like an action to talk about climate change, but it's really just like a general action to like kind of bring people together in one spot and talk about, you know, how to organize, have fun, and also just like talk about what we can do going forward, because like we're having a lot, like people are having a lot of trouble even getting people out. Like it's like our country's going nowhere, but it's like really hard to get people together in one place and organize together, because we also have like a lot of weekend social bonds, because like we're online all the time. And so like this is just like an attempt to bring people together. So if you want to find out more about it, it's called Camp Dada, and I will put the link below as well.
Yeah, and follow at Bank Sisters on Instagram, at Courtney Banks on Twitter. Also, one of these KEIS one is Keisha's thing on Twitter, and then they each have their own Keisha Banks. One of these Keishas, and Courtney is on Instagram as well. That's where I follow them, and I think Bank Sisters is on Facebook. They just started a Facebook page, so, and they have a Rockfin channel. We just got them hooked up. Tara actually referred them and got them a Rockfin. Tara's going to be here in a little while, by the way. She's actually doing Misty's radio show live, and when she's done with that at 5 o'clock,
Nice.
she's going to pop over here and say hi to everybody. I know that I spoke to, I think it was Jesse and BigMadCrab are also working till 5, so they'll be along later on. We're going to have people dialing in and out. And again, this is going to be a free-flowing family type of thing. I turned on a little bit of live chat. You see Luis just popped in. Luis Figueroa, Mr. So too hot for Twitter. Okay.
How are you guys?
He's banned off of Twitter.
So,
I always want to have
Maybe
him
Elon will allow
here.
him back on Twitter.
I am back on Twitter, but
Right. We're not gonna say what your handle
Down low.
is, and
Yeah,
I don't
we're
even
not
know.
yet.
I know that you're lurking from the cheap seats and just being quiet about it, and that's cool. We appreciate that. We love you being here, and wish you could actually do more of the talking, because we love having your voice out there. But you know, just at least glad that you can be on there and seeing some stuff. So,
thank you guys.
holy crap! It's again been an awesome 6 months. So Lucy did a student debt marathon. She traveled for New Year's and took a little bit of a break, and then she did a Substack because she was so fired up about the Argentina elections, right? Or what was it, Argentina or Peru? Which one was it that you started the Substack based upon? It was like the neolib guy, right? Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Lucy.
Morales or
No, not Evo. It was the guy who turned out to be a neolib.
So I did just one article. I don't really like to write that much. I only did one article on the Chilean elections.
There's
And
Chile. That's what it was.
honestly, the only reason I did that was to like draw the comparison to the United States and the student debt crisis, because they have a very similar system.
Mhm.
Because their economists and like their economy and stuff is like really modeled after like the Chicago boys and like this like Milton Friedman model of neoliberalism that I feel like a lot of Americans are suffering under too. But the difference in Chile is that they actually all went out into the streets and they protested for a free public college and they got it. And that wasn't that long ago. So like, I think it's like kind of a hope story to like make people realize that this is actually possible. But it's not going to be a politician that does it for us. Like you kind of have to figure out a way to do it. Like, you know, there was no one that came in from above and like kind of, you know, just like voted for it for them.
Right.
Anyway, that's it for.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, let's get Lucy's Substack link on there. It's blue. Is it bluemoonredwine.substack.com? Here, let's see.
Yeah. And I put the information for Camp Dada. So like these people have been working on this for like several months already. So if you know, if you can just like check out the event, it would really help them out, you know.
I think
Savvy did a stream
BMRW.
on it recently too, right? Like yesterday or day before yesterday.
Yeah, they announced it on Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
They did something.
People should go
Yeah.
check that channel out for that too.
They did it on the RBN network channel.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. There, I'm putting it live in the chat. I'm going to put it up there on stream, and everybody can see it on screen. And then Luis is talking with somebody because he's like, guys, I'm on a call. I'm on a Zoom call with the fam. Come on. I know. And then I can, if you want, I can show it even on the screen. Let's see. But no, yeah, we can just see it in chat. You guys can all go and link to it and stay there, because as Lucy has more things that are on her mind, you never know when she's gonna put something. Again, it's not going to be very often, but costs you nothing to sign up and to do it for free. So by all means, appreciate you doing that. And I wanted to shout out and commend you for getting so fired up that you wanted to write and being motivated and inspired to write, because that's awesome. I did the same thing actually in this over the 6-month period where I hadn't really written in years and was inspired. So
and then you were like, I'm gonna write something.
yeah, actually, well,
you want to share your article?
Oh, I will at some point. I did a couple actually. It all since this war in Ukraine started. First one was about the misinformation that's been happening, and I documented a few different cases where, for sure, you know, they were just straight up lying, where they were showing different imagery here. Where is it? Ukraine crisis. I'm just looking for it now so I can bring it up and not have to bore everybody. But I saw a ton of different narrative management, and what they were trying to do was muster up sentiment for the war and against Russia. And they were even, they're using false imagery and old imagery to convince people that this is what's going on. And of course not. And then I did an ode to an RIP to Redacted Tonight. That was another one after RT America and Redacted Tonight shut down. That was another article I did. But I think the one that I did originally was on the Indie News Network Substacks. That's a good one to showcase, because we can go to the INN Substack, and we did not put Lucy's on there for whatever reason, and I'm not sure why. But if I go to pin my video, hey everybody, now you see me nice and big, and then we go on this and we turn on this. Hey, it worked. Look at that. So now you should be able to see my screen in full. Okay, I can turn off Lucy's Substack.
Right click and pin him.
Oh, you have to right click and pin me too
more
on your side? I got you, because I did it on the stream, and it looks, I'm pinned on the stream.
You can showcase for everyone, I think will work too.
Showcase for everyone.
FYI.
Spotlight for everyone. There we go. Continue. Blam. Okay. Okay, so we got that. Let's close that off. The Camp Dada thing, I'll open that and I'll put that in. So if I go to see all, again, this is a Substack that everybody in the network has been able to post to. When we want to go live, you can post a video with it embedded going live. But this is the article that I had written initially, and let me make that a little bigger so everybody can see it clearly. I know I can even turn off the mini bird. So Ukraine imagery, okay, used for misinformation, emotional manipulation, and propaganda. And we were showing that this picture was for actually 2016, but they were making it seem like it happened during the war. They were posting it as if it were happening live. Okay. And again, this is available at indienewsnetwork.substack.com. This is just one of the dozens of articles that have been published in the last 6 months there since we started doing this. So proud of everything, including an announcement and an embed of today's stream, as well as all of the places where you can find it currently live. Well, just a few of them, because it's on all of Uncle Warren's channels, and it's on a bunch of other channels, I believe, too. Anyone else that in the network that wanted to synchronize and co-stream this to their channel as well. We have a list of everybody currently active and members in the network with links to find them as well. And then a link to sign up and subscribe if you haven't, and you can give that a like, comment, and say thank you if you like that. And again, these are some of the more popular posts that we've had since we got started. You can see the Dissident went viral with a post about Hassan Piker. This happened during the student debt strike marathon. I'm sorry, the general strike marathon that RBN had put on. This got thousands of views. This really took off, calling out Hassan for not supporting a general strike summit and for not supporting a general strike. And that was an excellent article. So definitely check out the Dissident. I'm so sorry. The Dissident sent me a message last minute. He got called into a training for his job. So unfortunately, he's not going to be able to make it today. I was really excited I've never met him or seen him or heard his voice in person either. So that's definitely something that I was hoping to do, and certainly going to do that in the future. But he was disappointed he wasn't able to make it today, and apologies for that. But I did want to make mention and shout him out. You can see he does publish quite often, and he co-publishes. His Substack is the307.substack.com. So he and I and some others as well, Atara, for example, and then the Dissident and I even co-published, and that's something else that we can do, and I'd like to be doing more with some of the network members in the future, are all progressives in the U.S. pro-Russia and pro-Putin, which was something that somebody asked me on a Facebook post, and I said, well, no, what we are is anti-war, okay, and that we don't see Russia, but what we don't see Russia as is any more guilty than the United States, who helped create this problem. And I started writing this, and I shared it with the Dissident. We started talking about it, and just like, I really want to do something and contribute to that. And between the two of us, within a day or two, we had this really long article kind of written up. And then we actually we covered this article on How Do We Miss That, which is the show that Reef and I do Sunday nights. And we decided to embed that, as well as the dossier, one of the Substacks that we like, and that had some of the references that we were using here. So we're trying to show receipts as well. Again, there's just been so much in the last 6 months. Look, I think Angel just started streaming, right? I mean, Angel just did his first live videos. I don't think you were really doing videos before you joined the network, right?
No, not really. I had a channel like 15 years ago, which I uploaded sports and stuff, but I deleted that channel, done nothing since. So you guys particularly really like motivated me to get back into it again after years. It's like, I've been tweeting, talking trash, and it's like, you should make videos. I'm like, maybe I should, but I never got around to it. I kept putting it off. I was like, okay, now it's time. Now I'm on a hiatus on purpose, I have computer issues, but I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to have to use my phone, my trusty phone here.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it from now on, because I have things to say and my laptop is fucked. So I'm going to use my trusty phone here.
Yeah.
Won't be
okay,
fancy,
well,
Nice.
Remember, Rob Durden, I think he still just uses his phone to stream. He might have like a tablet, but like that's how he got started. That's how a lot of people get started, is just by doing by streaming their phone. And the phones, thankfully, today are good enough quality that you can do that, and there's decent software. Yeah. If anything, we can hook you up with like a StreamYard type of thing where you can do it like from a website and go out to multiple channels, like out to a Twitch and a YouTube and Rumble. Like I know you want to do Rumble, for example. Odyssey
Yeah.
type of stuff. Odyssey's a little bit of a pain in the butt because you have to set up the live
Yes,
stream
it
in
is.
advance.
Yes, it is.
Without a
I'm-
desktop, it kind of is. I'll be the 1st to admit that and agree to that too. But man, I'm so grateful that you joined and to have you part of the family and to again do what we can to support and amplify and give you whatever we can. Have you guests on shows and love seeing your tweets and your videos are fire and I love seeing your takes and again and so Angel came with us. He didn't start with us, but he was one of the first new members that we added back at the end of December, early January.
Yeah, honestly, I was like shocked you guys invited me. I was like, wait, I just started and you guys invited me already? I was like, sure, I'd definitely like to be a part of the team, but holy shit. You know?
Well, it's been awesome having you part of it. You've been
Well, I appreciate it. I mean,
you get what we're doing here and sharing all the links and in collaborating and working together and again we all kind of have the same mindset but different perspectives and different life experiences and I just appreciate you bringing yours too and getting out there and doing some content, sharing everybody else's stuff as well.
yeah, I definitely do that.
Definitely an amazing part of the team and appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Holy crap. So who else do we have here? Oh my goodness. Uncle Warren. So let me tell you about this guy, Uncle Warren. I don't even know exactly like when I first, it was like summertime and I who's this guy, Uncle Warren? He calls himself Uncle. Like, that's the only kind of uncle guys I have are like the camp counselors from Camp in the Catskills, right? Lucy probably gets that reference, but like it was like Uncle Maury or Uncle whatever, and they all call themselves Uncle. It's kind of weird and creepy, but Uncle Warren's not weird and creepy. He's got a hilarious show, Extra Booyah, that he brought to the network, and I love seeing that, and it's goofy and it's fun, and he finally invited me on, and I was excited to get the chance to goof around on that show with him and talk about platforms and networks and lefty news and aggregation for Aggregation Nation. We co-streamed it on the Rockfin. I think that was one of the first Rockfin streams that we did actually. And man, let me tell you, so I counted and there have been 20 episodes of Extra Booyah that have run on INN since the network started. That is the second most of any show that has run on the network. So I give you a lot of credit and I thank you for that and for sharing your show and putting your content on the network and being a big part of what we're building here. You've had some amazing guests, so I figure let me give you a little chance to kind of do a commercial and talk a little bit about your show and tell everybody else about Extra Booyah who doesn't know about it. I think a lot of people do, but I certainly want to give you a chance to have the floor and have the mic and talk a little bit. Go ahead.
Well, if you want to call me Uncle Maury, that's fine. I go by many names. As far as the weird and creepy, you'll have to talk to my lawyer about that. But yeah, so 6 months ago, I joined INN. Next month, the beginning of next month, is going to be the 1 year anniversary of Extra Bulla Live or Extra Booyah, whatever you want to call it. We don't care what you call it, as long as you watch the damn thing. That's what's most important. And we get people on who are for the most part politically minded, trying to talk about what they're doing in this space. Like we've had journalists and commentators and activists on here, but we've also had comedians and scientists. And we just like to talk to and musicians, of course. We had a very killer show last night with BigMadCrab and Jesse. That was so much fun. I love doing shows with people like that who are great artists anyway, but are also great at communicating their message to people that not a lot of other people are getting. So But yeah, it's been fun. I enjoy doing that show. It's every Thursday night. For the most part, sometimes we've had to duck out for various reasons, but it's fascinating, some of the conversations I've had with people, and it's more of like when you come on the show for the first time, we like to get what I call your Marvel origin story, like how you got into whatever it is that you're into, what inspired you, and what motivates you, that sort of thing. And then as the time progresses in the show, it usually devolves into some sort of comedic madness, and the police are often called for various reasons, which legally I can't get into right now, but it's fun. The kids seem to dig it. It keeps people off the crack pipes, or maybe make them smoke more. It just depends on what it is. And yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, but
I enjoy doing it. And
what it ended up doing was it ended up being a teaser, because there's a lot more happening on your channel than Extra Booyah that I've noticed. We've got this little thing that you started doing called The Secret Show. Okay, it's a little bit of a secret, but we got a secret show. Okay, and we've got there was another show you were doing. You were doing some kind of a techie show. No, there was. Why did I feel like you were doing?
I do
interviews, and
it's like video gaming sometimes.
Gaming,
get on there and just play video games. Yeah, just play some video games that I like and talk shit to people. But that kind of, and I may still do that again in the future, but really that kind of morphed into The Secret Show. And what The Secret Show is, and I'm kind of going against, it's supposed to be Secret Show, but I'm telling everybody, but it's fine. It's fine. So Secret Show is just me. I randomly get on the show after midnight, here on the East Coast, and I talk to the chat. We get everybody in chat. They throw out ideas and topics and stuff like that, and we talk about it. We try to find video if we can match it up with whatever they're saying. And I'm very surprised that people are up that late. I know we got a lot of West Coasters that watch it, so that's usually like around 9ish, so it's not like too late for them, but it's great. I've had a good time doing that, and that one is just, I usually don't tell people that we're going live till maybe like 15, no more than 30 minutes before the show actually goes on, because I want it to be like a super little secret surprise for people that, oh shit, I got nothing to do, I'm gonna go watch his show, I guess, see what kind of crazy stuff. Like we had live chickens on there the other night from some place called Chicken City.
Yes, we have been watching the chicken stream very often.
The chicken, Reef being the good person he is, he actually ponied up some dough for those chickens. So kudos to my man down there. They didn't even
feed them. They better have fed them this morning.
Warren just drops the chicken stream, and the link goes everywhere, and we're like, what is he doing, and why? What is
the reasoning behind chickens? That I'll never divulge.
Wizardry. What is this wizardry?
That's one secret I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep that. But we also talked about sex swings too. So
are you an investor in the chicken? Are you an investor in the chicken stream? Come on, I want the skinny.
Once again, my lawyers say I should. I've said too much already, but I'm just saying. There's don't be scared to watch the chicken show. But we only did that one time. It's just random. But I usually share that out, that chicken stream every night before I go to bed, just so people will go, what is this guy doing? What's with this chicken stream? Like there's some sort of hidden mystery to it.
E. Heller, who's probably in
that.
Chat, jumped in Discord one time and was like, so what is this chicken stream? I was like, I don't know.
Let that one grow, that little mystery grow.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no rhyme or reason. That's the thing. I can't really explain it, but I do like chickens.
You also did a little writing yourself. You fancy yourself a writer, even though you don't want to advertise. And I had to find it in my crawler on my newsletter the next day because he doesn't want to tell anybody. Just like Lucy, she doesn't really want to advertise or market it. That's the one thing that we're terrible at on the left. And I will admit, across the board, we are terrible at marketing. And Reef and I
Yes,
were
we
yelling
are.
at each other about it yesterday. We're terrible about promotion and self-promotion and about, you know, consistency, about how often we're putting it out there and making sure we're doing the right tags and tagging it for and optimizing it for search and doing all the things that we could be doing potentially. Some people are, and they tend to be moving the needle a little bit more. I think they're at least looking at that.
I feel like the best way to market it is going to be sitting in a Manhattan like ad agency with like an old fashioned and a cigar and just
That'd be
getting
nice.
the ads out that way.
Um,
You know,
my name is
definitely
not
nice.
Don Draper, but that does sound like a nice thing to
Speak for
do.
yourself.
Is your name
It's that
Don Draper? I
imposter
thought it was
syndrome.
Reefer. I thought it was the Reefer.
It's the
dude.
imposter syndrome. That's why
And-
nobody wants to advertise their own shit. They're just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like the writing, and every once in a while I'll do like a commentary. I've only really done one on my channel, and it's just usually some topic that it's just like, all right, I gotta just get this off my chest. It's more like a cathartic kind of thing, more than public consumption type thing. But you know, if people like it, that's good too.
Hmm.
You know, it's all good.
No, dude, it's been
The secret
awesome
shows
to
are
see.
legitimately good, so
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, just like last night, you guys did the music
So-
show. That was legitimately entertaining with Jesse and BigMadCrab, who we'll hopefully see later. Everybody's getting silly titles. So Jesse is our musical director, and BigMadCrab is our creative director, since he's been doing all the thumbnails and tons of intros and outros and hooking up so much stuff for the clips. I can't say enough. And again, Warren got us hooked on clips way back. I have to give Warren again a big shout out that when I first started doing How Do We Miss That with Reef, he's like, you know, you guys should probably like cut these stories up into clips and put them out like as individual things. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. And then next thing I know, he sends them over. He's like, here, check it out, put these up. And yeah, these are nice. And now I'm hooked on clips. I'm hooked on clips, man. You gave me the juice. Now I do it. Now you taught me how to. But you hey, not only did you teach a man to fish, not only did you get me wanting to fish, you taught me how to fish. So now I know how to clip my own stuff and everybody else's. So thank you.
I'm just a lazy content creator. It's just like you put out the whole, you know, you got the big loaf of bread, you put that out, and then you got to cut it up into slices. Now you're making sandwiches out of the bread. See, you know, it's one of those things. It's a food thing.
That's great stuff, man. It's beautiful stuff. I see Reef is on Bongcam, and I don't know. We haven't had Bongcam in a while. It did go kind of kaflooey,
I
but
still got to work on that
He's had,
particular
like-
bit of tech. The wizards have not quite, like, you know, controlled that magic properly. So
he's had like
we're
3
gonna
or
have to figure
4.
that out.
He is in the Bong of the Month club,
I've been
though.
told I need to capture a lightning bolt in a bottle, but I've not worked on that yet. So I've got a kite, some string, and a key. Hopefully things will work out. You know, but
Ben
Yeah.
Franklin over here.
Too much hair for
promises.
that. Way too much hair.
What
Yes.
was that guy doing anyway? He was definitely not doing science. Let's be honest.
Come on, he was
doing
he was
something
on
else.
the he was
and
on the
just told
something.
people, look what I found. You won't believe it. Like I was holding on to the kite string with my hand. Just want to make that clear. But anyway, I've been doing Reefer After Dark and stuff. Every Fridays, usually at 10, except for this Friday because I'm doing this stream. So I do more than one a day, like a lunatic. You know, but next Friday I hope to have the ladies from MCSC on. Glory,
Nice.
Misty, and Fee next Friday on the 13th. I figured that was you know, a good date for them. So but hopefully that goes well. I still got to check in with Fee and stuff, but otherwise I've been doing INN News every Wednesday. How many have we done so far, Indy? Feels like
6
like
already.
a good 6.
Yeah.
So those have been doing great. I don't think I've had Louise down there. I've had the other two Puerto Rican pappies, Chrissy and fucking that guy Angel over there. You know,
Who's that guy?
I feel like your names are not Puerto Rican enough. Can we just do Jorge, and Jorge?
It was the Chris Angel. It was the Mind Freak stream. I called that the Mind Freak stream.
The Mind Freak. That's what it was.
Chris Angel. That was the
Mind
show,
Freak
right?
stream.
So
yeah, that was great. I've had Lucy on. I've had Tara on. I've had just about everyone in the news network. So
I noticed,
you know,
so there's 616 Reefer After Darks. We missed the Misty stream somehow is not on the channel. I don't know how. We're gonna have to get that up. Didn't that get like censored by YouTube?
Yeah, my stuff gets censored all the time because David Attenborough loves to come after me for copyright
showing that
infringement,
rap.
So
for showing that rap for sure.
Yeah.
That was so nice of Sir David. Nice. There's the Hollywood Squares.
But
so yeah, Sir David is wonderful. But your 420 stream.
I did 420 stream, which got censored from a Brazilian TV show.
Oh wow.
Oh god.
Which, like, come on, guys.
That's random.
For 3 minutes of content, 8.5 hours. Do you remember, Warren? Because it was the one that you watched. It was the one where they were doing the fire eating, and it went poorly. So okay. Yeah, so but like I don't know why 3 minutes of content pulls an 8.5 hour stream, right? That I can't cut because it's too long for YouTube apparently to let me cut. But it is up on Rockfin, so if people want to go back and watch that, it's on Indie Less Rockfin. So
hey Reeve, can I tell you something real quick about censorship? So one of my secret shows got dinged for copyright because I showed a little bit of the of Match Game 77 on there. So I just want to throw that out there.
Little Gene Rayburn.
Censorship's everywhere. Gene Rayburn will get you every time. That motherfucker.
That was like one of the best game show songs, like intro songs. Come on, that was porn music if I ever heard any.
It was just a short clip. It was only like 30 seconds.
70.
Right? Oh, that was definitely 70s.
Yeah, that's so 70s.
Who's still copyrighting the 70s? That's what I want to know. Jesus, come on, y'all.
Company owns the Match Game.
I mean, if we want to watch the Gong Show, we want to watch the Gong Show. Okay? Like,
but they didn't get the Gong Show. They didn't get. It was just Match Game. So it's those Match Game.
It was just Match
That's
Game.
Who it was.
So
it was just Match Game.
Damn Match Game.
So I also wanted to, I also want to talk about some of the collabs that have happened on this network, and with some of the people that had never really met or talked to each other or been on stream or knew each other before. So for example, I was just writing down some of the ones that I saw. Like for example, I know that Reef went on Lucy's channel. A lot of people went on Lucy's channel. Elias went on a couple of people's channels and they had conversations. Todd had some people on his channel, and so you had Kobe and Todd and Lucy and Todd, and just so many different people coming together and having conversations about different topics, about student debt, about I think somebody even talked about sustainable farming, which is Todd's thing. He's an amazing grower of like the show quality vegetables. I told him like he needs to start like stock photographing his vegetables because like people want to buy that stuff. We also so just some of the and then again we had the big stream with 20 some odd people with the student debt marathon, the boycott, but we've also launched new shows, and that's been exciting. So we launched INN News, like Reef was talking about, on at the end of March.
Mm-hmm.
The day before that, we launched Tara Reade's first live stream ever for the Politics of Survival, and that's already gone. I think there's been 7 or 8 already. We've been doing them pretty quickly, and we had people like Farron Franzek and Eliza Blue and Lee Camp, Caleb Moppin, and we'll talk a little bit more about what Tara's been up to when she joins us later on. But I wanted to shout out that we launched her show as well. Jesse, who I believe is going to try to pop on at the end of the stream if he can. We launched his show this week, and that was just a pleasure and so much fun to run. We've had Collin going live from the Supreme Court again. That happened this week. I mean, we've been really growing and doing some fun things as a network. And again, this is just the beginning. This is just the first 6 months, and all of us are still new, and we're still just getting our channels together, and we're still just kind of figuring out our voices and who we are and how to message. And again, I started to give Elias a shout out. I want to give him the floor a little bit because he's been sitting there for a little while without getting a chance to talk. I know he may not have a long time to be here, but just to talk about kind of what you've been up to, and I know you've been involved in quite a few things on the network, and some of the other things that you've been doing outside the network to share that, and some of the things that you're hoping to do, because I know you're, again, like I said, you're gonna probably have to get out of here soon, so I want to give you a chance to have something to say. Go ahead, man.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, unfortunately, I got some family stuff, but thank you. Yeah, it's been. I mean, I appreciate the support of the network, always sharing things from my my Substack and allowing me to share things on its on the network Substack, which is really cool. And yeah, getting to work with different members of the group on panels, like for like these marathons, on their own shows, whether they were official Indie News Network projects or just projects of people that are a part of the group. That's been a really great experience. Got to co-host a couple panels. Certainly got to be on people's shows like Lucy. Got to be on a number of folks's, and that's been a lot of fun. Also, I enjoy getting to share in my own little way the work of folks like Tara. They're really good. They're really cool like video essays she's doing. Her Politics of Survival show. I've already been sharing that. So that's been a lot of fun. I think it fits really, really well with the type of stuff I try to do on my Substack, which is usually some type of mixture of culture and politics, looking at mostly issues of like labor, class, gender, and race and ethnicity and stuff like that. So that's been really cool. It's been a fun thing for me to go fully independent, 15, 16 years into my work as a journalist. So having others support my work as independent, which is like a little bit of a scary situation. I work for independent outlets. I've had my own outlets, but like this has definitely been a different thing. To try to mix it all together on my own Substack has been an interesting and like kind of crazy thing. So it's nice to have others to commiserate. It's nice to have others support it, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, we're doing stuff. I'm doing a lot of stuff I've done for years. Like I've covered fights for years. We've started bringing a lot of that just exclusively to my own a Substack, as opposed to freelancing out or staff work when I used to work for different big outlets. So in addition to mostly the essays and like kind of like aggregation and like reblogging that we do on the Substack, the Deconstructing Consent Substack, also bringing like feature profiles to it, like a UFC champion, MMA champion. He had a big rematch the other week and spoke with his coach about some really fascinating issues in the camp, and that was a feature profile. 2 weeks ago, I went to Boston and lived with one of these longtime legends of the sport, another athlete, which is something I did years ago. I kind of lived with them for a week, trained with them, and then did a long form feature profile. That's back when I was with FoxSports.com. Now, that's going to be something that after the fights this weekend, that we're going to have up on Deconstructing Consent. So trying to do a lot of the things I've done for the corporate
Ferguson
outlets. It's Joe Lozon. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of great, OGs on this card, right? Yeah, Ferguson's awesome.
Mhm.
This was on Joe
He didn't
Lozon.
make weight.
Yeah, I
Ferguson
saw
didn't make
that.
weight.
Yeah, neither did Oliveira, the champion.
Nope.
Oh, Oliveira didn't make it either?
No, he
No.
didn't.
Dude.
And at least 2 camps right now. I'm not out there in Phoenix, but that's where this event's taking place. At least 2 camps I've seen on Twitter. One fighter and one corner fighter are alleging, and Oliveira has his own kind of stuff he's saying, but at least 2 camps in addition to Oliveira are alleging some type of like discrepancies and possible tampering with
Damn
the scales there.
tiramisu, man.
Oh shit.
Tiramisu, getting everybody.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean, the UFC has a long history of tampering with scales and like just really not taking care of the due diligence along, whether it's self-regulating in places where there's no athletic commission,
Right. Well, like
or
ACA
exerting
used to, like,
undue
lean
influence
on stuff and
yeah,
you
and the
know.
UFC has like literally been in situations where they're self-regulating and they do things like with Khabib Nurmagomedov, where they some people are saying they just literally said he made weight
held
when he
people
did
up.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, George St. Pierre, one of his title defenses years ago, didn't make weight, but they said he did. So it's a real, it's like a working condition and situation. And all these fighters, none of them have like unions and associations, so it's a crazy situation there. But yeah.
I mean,
So,
DC's got to have his Popeyes, man. His like pre-workout Popeyes, like he's got to be able to have
he's
that.
a big
and
eater.
make
He's a
weight.
big eater, man.
He's a big boy.
eater.
He
Can't
is a
blame
big
him.
boy.
Big fucker.
DC.
DC.
Cormier,
DC.
are we talking Cormier, dude? DC?
Yeah.
Dustin? Okay. See, I know enough from watching with Reef to at least know that much. Sports! Yes, we're watching
I'll be
that.
watching. I'll be watching tomorrow. It's gonna be good.
Canelo's fighting
know.
too tomorrow though. So
And we
Oh,
need,
I know.
yeah,
know,
the UFC and Canelo are fighting the same night.
one of the things that we're looking
Then we
to...
might have Ngannou, Tyson. Tyson spent the other Tyson now has a instructional for like $200. Like, and I'm wondering if I can just find that in the couch to get Mike Tyson's instructional video. You know.
Well, what I would
But
like to eventually do is get, Reef had talked about doing an MMA show, which I think is an awesome idea. If we can get enough
That'd be a
people
great
and
idea.
consistently doing it after the fights to get people to want to participate in a roundtable type of stream for that.
It's a
that would
good
be cool.
idea.
So, he's even got the name
Have to
picked
watch
out
all the
for it.
pay-per-views, huh?
Yeah, just
But-
gotta make assets and stuff for it.
Yeah. We got to get that done. And again, we've only launched 3 new shows in the last 45 days, so it's been a little bit of a time so far. In addition to putting a team behind Tara and getting her live and publishing and substacking and doing all the things podcasting back that she was doing. At 60 days, we put out a 60-day Substack, just kind of updating as to what we had been up to, talking about some of the things that we were doing today. On January 10th, I launched a new show, and it also, I think it co-streams the network. It might even just gone on my channel, Friends of Indie Left. And we're going to do a parallel type of show over the next 6 months where I want to do sit-downs one-on-one with each one of you, and we'll do like a meet an INN member, and we'll do like a 45-minute, 60-minute sit-down, and we'll talk about your origins, kind of like a little bit extra booyah, but Friends of Indie Left, more like Friends of Indie Left, because it's talking about how you got to the space and talking about your channels and talking about kind of what your perspective is and why you're doing what you're doing, and not getting as silly like Warren likes to get, but I like getting silly with Warren too.
Yeah, Warren, gosh.
But that's what extra booty.
If you invite me on that show, it's
Jesse
gonna be
Jett's in the
silly.
house. Jesse Jett, our musical
That's the
director,
point.
newest member of INN, is here. Welcome, Jesse. Out of work now. Now host of American Tradition, the latest show to launch on INN. But let me tell you also, you were the very first non-INN member to appear on Indie News Network. You were on Reefer After Dark episode 3. Okay,
Yeah.
I went back today into the archives and I started looking at some stuff. I'm like, so who was like the
trivia.
first non-INN person to show up the network? And how many streams have we done? And how many? There have been 30 non-INN people, not including Jesse, because Jesse is now part of them, but he wasn't at the time. 30 people that are not members of the network have appeared on a stream, not even including the Student Debt Summit. So that's pretty remarkable. We had Reef, our technical director, produced the Sabby Sabs stream when she did her 2-day women's summit. Reef was sitting there and manning the StreamYard for that. What was that? 4 or 6 hours worth of panels that were fire. And
Yeah.
Lucy was on one of those panels, where I believe, right? Lucy, were you on that one?
Yeah,
Are you,
I think you were.
I think Lucy was on one of them. Those were incredible. So
Yeah.
and that's another thing. And then early March we had the Tar Apocalypse, I like to call it, which is, again, I want to get her here before we can get into what happened in early March and the journey that she's had with INN, and we can have her talk about INN. One of the first streams, and again, I'm also waiting for Collin the Care Bear. He said he might show up toward the end of the stream. He did one of the very first live streams with a guest. He did a 3-hour show with DJ Joe Nice that I would encourage everyone, please, if you can go back and check that out. I know it's a super long stream. There was so much amazing work, and Joe Nice talks about this journey that he took through COVID, and then having the motivation to go to Italy, Milan. A quote of his was enshrined in a piece of art and put on display in Milan, and he had this motivation and this desire, of course, to go there and to see it showcased when they were doing I don't remember what the heck it was. They were doing some kind of display, and I saw the pictures of him on Instagram. He's a tremendous guy. Again, big shout out to Joe Nice, and a friend of the network and friend of Colin's and friend of mine, and checked up on him while through his whole COVID thing. But that was another really cool live stream. You know, Kobe, who we don't see or hear from much lately, but he's done a few really cool things on the network, and he published a Substack or two. He also did an interview with Alex Suarez where they were talking about the Alex Saab extradition, you know, the kidnapping of the Venezuelan diplomat that just tried to get food, but he was subverting sanctions to try to make a deal for the Venezuelan people. Then the government kind of left him hanging out to dry, and he was put in jail. It was a whole messed up thing. But yeah, that was a really good stream. And Kobe called me. He's like, it was about a half hour before. He's like, I'm doing this interview with. Maybe we should put it on the network. Yeah. Send me over all the stuff. So it was like, so he sends me the thumbnail, and I throw the INN logo on it, and we created that thing. And that's one of the cool things is that, we all work together to try to amplify each other and to put these things out. And we have been able to, on a couple occasions, kind of put something together last minute and get that out to the network to be able to have it go into multiple places. And again, this is going out to 6 or 7 different platforms in addition to Substack and Independent Left News, where it's co-streaming. But yeah, being on every platform is really important. We could talk a little bit about the deplatforming and the censorship that's happened in our world specifically. I think just about everybody here has had a channel or an account zapped at some point, or at least been suspended. Let's see. Luis has had 3 accounts permanently suspended.
Yeah,
Twitter?
3 accounts.
3 accounts.
Three.
And
Fucking-
I was very clear who I was, and it was very clear that I was a real person, stuff like that. And the censorship in Twitter is way too much. You get reported by trolls, troll farms and stuff like that. And
Yep.
it seems they have an algorithm or something that once you get mass reporter, it's like an automatic, you're being automatic banned or something like that. Because what they supposedly got me for, I didn't do anything that they're saying that I did, hate speech and stuff like that. I was just mocking the people that were trying to, harass me, taking my picture, putting stuff in my picture and stuff like that, which I don't think me responding to their harassment is, any kind of hatred.
No, of course not.
So,
No,
their censorship is way too much. Recently, I got the account that I have, that's a hidden account. I got it locked for a couple of hours because I posted something and I say snowflake or Nazi lover to somebody, and oof, they got me, locked for 12 hours for that. Something stupid,
man.
You can't say nothing on Twitter that the troll farms will get you because Twitter automatically will ban your account and stuff like that. It's ridiculous.
I think Lucy is currently in a Twitter timeout at the moment, if I remember correctly. But she, again, Lucy's got the fire, and we love Lucy, but apparently Twitter doesn't love Lucy's fire sometimes. And
I think you guys should just start tweeting in Spanish and make Twitter figure it out.
oh my
No,
god,
they will.
know?
They will. One of the tweets.
Will they?
One of the tweets I did was me arguing with the Floridian warm anti-Cuban
Hey,
people.
boludo. Tu es
And-
Mama Vinci.
Yeah, once you call them
Fucking-
once you call them a worm, oh my god, that's like an instant censorship
Oh.
for your account.
Yeah,
right?
that's. I mean,
And it was-
like
it was in
again,
Spanish.
I say you go with super Puerto Rican slang too. That should be
Yeah.
the best because
Of
they won't
course.
figure that out.
Yeah, but
They still think Vince's a bug, so what are they gonna know? You know what I'm saying?
There was a guy on Twitter today. He did an experiment, and he made 5 identical posts, but they said something like a good blank soldier is or a dead blank soldier is good, or something like that. Very defamatory, and he did it for 5 different. I think he
it
did it
was
for
a British
America.
soldier, American soldier, Ukrainian soldier, Russian
Yeah,
soldier.
right.
Right.
And he did
Yep.
in Russian, and he got it, and he got one of his buddies to report the tweet, right? So they locked the account, and when he came back on, he had to erase, or he had to delete 4 of the tweets, but not the Russian one.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
was like,
That's funny.
Mhm.
yeah,
That's
so-
funny.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
eventually they
funny.
did make him delete the Russian one too, but it was just
After they
so
realized it
funny
went
that
viral.
someone,
hey,
right? Yeah,
Oh.
it's incredible.
yeah,
The
it was
censorship,
crazy.
the censorship over there is incredible, bro.
Yeah.
I hopefully, I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk. I don't like the guy. I know that he's an asshole, all that stuff. But if he does what he's promising he's doing, he's gonna do with Twitter, I'm glad that he will do it. If he does it, I doubt it.
Yeah.
He's a
Which he
billionaire, but if he does it, let's see. Let's hold him accountable
This
on
is
his words.
this
you
is
know?
a guy who would charge you a subscription fee for
Yeah.
oxygen on Mars.
Well,
Seriously.
he's
Like,
saying
Elon Musk
saying-
is not gonna fucking
he
save
actually
us,
said
unfortunately.
he tweeted that he's gonna charge large companies and organizations for tweets.
Hmm.
So this is
Okay.
kind of weird what he's gonna do, but I'm glad that Twitter
So
is
he's just
getting,
gonna out capitalism the capitalists. That's
exactly,
what we're gonna try to
exactly. And that's
Oh,
why
God.
that's why they're doing a lot of heat pieces on him. You see the recent one from New York Times about his past?
do. Oh yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
going after him.
Yeah,
They're going after him.
you mean the blood emeralds
Yeah.
that
yeah,
actually happened and
yeah.
like
They never did
his
something like
lithium
that.
mining in South America
Yeah,
or
they never did something like
like-
that against him.
do you guys
Just
know
till
who
now.
Werner
He was a
Herzog
threat,
is?
right?
Werner Herzog, do y'all know that
Mhm.
guy?
Yeah.
Famous for Grizzly Man, one of the greatest comedies of all time. But also he does a movie called The Fitzcarraldo, right? And if you've not watched The Fitzcarraldo, what it is Werner Herzog going to do a documentary about this crazy guy who got all of these natives to help portage a boat across a large landmass, right? So like one of these big steam, like a literal paddle boat, right? Imagine you and Thibodeau and all your cousins go out there and go take the fucking River Queen and go take it across like New Orleans. Like try that, right?
Hey,
and then do
Jett
that
is
in like a
here.
jungle, right? And like what ends up happening is that Werner Herzog, in doing this, goes over there, and you know how he films the movie? He gets a bunch of natives to portage a boat across that landmass.
Wow.
He does the same thing.
Wow.
He does literally the same thing, right? And like he's like, it's okay because I'm existential and German. Like
Oh
that's
my
it's
God.
fine for him.
Oh my God.
Like, so to me, that's what Elon Musk is doing. He's like trying to like showcase this censorship, but in turn will do the exact same thing. He's still gonna take the Fitzcarraldo and pay some slaves to like take it across the fucking jungle. Like that's still what he's going to do. You know? Like he's probably gonna kill a couple horses just for fun while he's doing it, because that's a Werner Herzog thing to do. But you know, I just like I have no hope in that regard. So I like that Yeti's sideways though. Where everyone has to do this.
What is
There he
happening,
is.
Yeti?
There we go.
Yeti was in
How's
the
everyone
circus,
doing?
so he's able to do stuff like that.
Yeti.
Right?
Yeti's another one of our newer members of the network. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the stream. Yeti has done one episode of the Breadlines, and we're working on getting some new stuff and moving it into the studio, and he's working on cutting some things. So excited about that. But also, Yeti's been sharing everything, and he's been awesome on Twitter, helping amplify the network and being friend to everybody out there. Love that dude. We've all been on Misty's stream together, been on Reefer After Dark multiple times, and again, just seemed like a natural fit to just add to the network as he starts to now contribute, and also made a killer Telegram channel. Tell everybody about what you're doing with Telegram, Yeti. It was really badass.
With Telegram, basically what I've been doing is going through a lot of the Russian sources and just translating everything into English that I can. Also been
Nice.
using, there's a couple of people that's which will like send stuff in English too that I just use. So that makes it a little bit easier. But
You know what the Ukrainians are doing? They're saying that all those translations are not correct, and they're trying to portray like people are lying and that the people are pro-Ukraine and stuff like that.
oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm literally just taking what's sent in Russian on like the Telegram channels and put it into a translator app. And
Okay.
then I just put that on. Like I'm not actually doing any of it by myself or like using other sources. I'm just using a translator that I found, and I've just been going through that. And then like also, and so I've been able to realize how a lot of the other guys do a lot of their stuff too, is they basically just translate a lot of stuff too. So, but there's a couple guys like Donbass. I don't know how to say his last name, but there's a couple guys that I follow like that are taking actual pictures like on the front lines. And so I'm just translating what they've been saying about their pictures. It's pretty intense though.
Really?
Plus,
dude, no,
Jesse,
and some of the
Hey,
footage, dude, is so
Jesse.
graphic and so insane.
Hey, Indy, Jesse
yo.
leaving. Talk to Jesse. He's leaving.
Oh no, Jesse's got to go.
Yeah, I got to bounce.
Yeah.
I didn't have much time.
All
I just
right.
want to be able to pop in and see everybody and say
No.
happy anniversary.
Yeah, thank you. It's
Hi, happy
glad you're able to make
birthday,
it.
Jesse.
Right?
Your stripogram is in the mail. I hope she makes it.
He's got a
Every-
meeting with an ambassador at Camp David there, so
Yeah,
we
right.
have time for us little scrubs here. So
Every other Tuesday, starting well, it started this past Tuesday, so next one will be May 17th.
Yeah, so next one's on the 17th.
I can't wait. It was so much
Cool.
fun. It's on Rockfin.
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna
on
be
all
fun.
my channel, on all our channels, INN channels, and And then also there's a Substack where you can watch it and get all the links to see it as well. But by all means, okay, now I don't know what happened here, but for some reason the ticker just got messy.
Jesse, you need to do
Go ahead.
like some skits at Camp David. You know,
I should.
have W show up. W. You know,
I knew it would stick. I knew it would stick.
Oh, it really is. No, that's already written in stone.
I really like the music, man.
Cy Oppenheimer, everybody get Cy Oppenheimer.
Hey,
Go visit Jesse down there at Camp David.
Jesse,
Go see him.
this is great.
This live stream's becoming a quagmire.
Jesse. Jesse, I promise to not inhale from your apple.
He has 1,000 points of candlelight on that mantle. Yeah, he does. He does.
Got the what it is he's fucking direct, like streaming directly from the center of fucking Bohemian Grove. That's
Bohemian Grove,
He's got the statue of the fucking owl right outside.
That's what
you really need to do that, Jesse. We need to get you the fucking owl.
We should.
It's unreal.
Jesse, why'd you turn the frogs gay, Jesse?
It's world domination groups.
Jesse, you've seen the interdimensional beings. The lizard people, Jesse.
The whole triumvirate seated over here, just right out of view. You can't see them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to get hors d'oeuvres ready for the Bilderberg group. So it's been a blast.
How dare you, Susan? How dare you, Susan?
You're so stupid. You're stupid, Poppy. I love you, but you're stupid.
No, Reef's working out.
We have fun here.
Poppy.
We have lots of fun here. Too much. All right. See you later, Jess.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
See you, Jesse.
Peace, Jesse. Love you.
Honey.
Yeah. So Tara said she'll be around very soon. Let's see. So I have been over. Let's see. We had the National Medicare for All Summit. We co-hosted also. And I know that Elias, I think he was one of the hosts of one of the events, one of the panels there. And I think Rob may have recorded a spot. And I think Tara also possibly did something. That was organized by Savage Joy, by Real Progressives. And that was a lot of fun.
Hey,
I also...
Let's do something. Let's invite Nina Turner.
What, to join the network?
Yeah.
Hello, nobody.
Isn't she done with the Democratic Party?
She's working at TYT, bro.
She's
I know. But hey, she said that she's done with the Democratic Party, right?
Well, so did Nina. So did Annabelle yesterday. I'm done with the Democrats. Come on, didn't everybody see the meltdown?
Anna Kasparian.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Ask them.
Ask them.
I was like, I can't believe it.
He said specifically, I'm done with the entire Democratic Party, including the squad, and I don't care. That's what she said. That is the transcript.
Yeah.
Right? And now she wants to say she was talking about the Republicans?
And she said
that's what she wants to do?
And she said that she was speaking for herself, not for the network. She put that out there.
Network! Not for the network.
Yeah.
Because she remembers what happens. The last guy fucking said something like that on the network.
Yep.
So she wants to make sure she still has a job.
Yeah, we got...
Give me a second. My daughter wants to come over here.
Okay. Bye, Luis. Good to see you.
Hi, honey. You look well. Eat more soup.
All right, sweetheart. Okay, yeah, and Tara's trying to get in now, so I gotta send her the link. She's saying, "What's the password of some kind?"
Oh my God, the babies! Look at the baby.
I think I just sent it to. Oh, hi! Oh, I see her picture on Instagram and Facebook. Hi, beautiful.
Oh, there he is.
Hi. You say hi to the bird. Hi to the smoking bird. Nobody's don't be smoking, but say hi to the bird. The bird's saying hi, sweetheart.
Say hi to the paraphernalia and the chicken, man.
Bye, baby girl.
She's growing up with that hammer and sickle on the wall. I think she'll be all right.
She'll be right. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
She will know history. Don't worry. She will know history.
Just
Proper
eat your
history.
tostones, kid.
She
Grow
about
up
two.
big and strong.
She's about two now, right, Luis? I can see.
Yeah, probably looks like
18
it.
months, 2 years old, somewhere about there.
No, she's a year and a half.
A year and about 18 months. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, somewhere around there. Beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
So
If you look at my head right, it just looks like it's floating because you can't see my neck.
You look like one of those. You look like one of those
The
dolls that
legend
you
of
put.
the necklace Yeti.
Hi, Jerry.
What's that,
Nice.
Louis?
You know those dolls that you put in the car?
right, the bobblehead thing.
Yeah, you put
Yeah.
them in the dashboard and they start doing like this when the car moves. You know?
Right, that with the fucking hula girl next to
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had the dog one of them.
Yep.
Ah, Daddy.
The dog one.
Let me change
she
my.
likes-
Let me take off my headphones. Give me a
She
second.
likes seeing herself on screen,
You're
dude. I think that's what it is. She wants to be on camera. Is that
Yeah,
Tara
she likes being
dialing
on- She
in?
loves being with me in the computer.
I think we got Tara with us. Is that Tara from the car or from?
Yeah, that's me. Hi
Hey,
there.
Tara.
Tara, how are you?
Welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
that box
Tara.
Sorry, mood.
Mm-hmm.
I was just singing
Yes,
Grace's of Reef and Indy on Misty's show on TNT. So I told everyone to check out the
Aw.
live stream.
Oh, thank you.
We do the same when we go
And then
on her show too. Sing our
Well,
praises.
Misty she had a lot to say about you all and wanted to send out a special thank you to Indy too, who helped her during that scheduling crisis during DC. So she was talking about that. So, but you guys are amazing, and I'm so happy that it's been 6 months, and let's hope it'll be 60 years, right?
Thank you, Tara.
Silent.
I don't know if I got 60 years, but you know, I'm a little long in the tooth there, Tara. But
I mean, I keep saying I don't have much time, but I keep living, so it's fucking piss off.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
you will be holograms by then, right? They'll just
Yeah.
download our consciousness on Elon Musk's Neuralink or whatever.
Yeah.
Neuralink.
Isn't there already a movie?
I'm just
I think
gonna
there's
come
already a
back in
show on.
someone's Tesla car.
I think there's
Be
a show on
annoying.
Prime like that. I think it's called Download. I think honestly, like there might be some show like that.
Upload.
drive the
Trek
new
had an episode.
2023 Yeti.
Star Trek had
I mean, Yeti does
a-
look
Look
like-
faster. No, I'm on a break. We're union over here.
Right?
Go ahead, Tara.
Yeah.
Star
we're
Trek?
Union over here. Which one?
Tara said
What?
Star Trek had an episode, Tara?
Yeah, Star Trek had an episode where the consciousness was like in a bubble or something, and yeah, and then they were trying to figure out like how to get the consciousness into a body, and it was anyway. It's a good Star Trek if you're a Star Trekkie like I am.
Is that
So
TOS, the original, or
oh, the
that with
original,
Kirk?
yeah, old school, the
yeah,
old
yeah,
school.
that's
with
that's
Will
where the
Shatner.
consciousness is like a kid, right? And they're playing the game. That one.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
that
there's
guy
another one
becomes
where it's
part of
actually
the Q continuum. That's the
Yeah.
theory.
right.
Oh,
You
see.
want to link that? I'm
Do
sorry,
you
I'm not a
remember the
nerd. I
character-
See,
apologize.
my man's
Star
all
Trek?
over the. Okay, and we're at Star Trek talk. So, we are again. I did want to shout out Tara. Tara again joined us from the very beginning, and I was kind of shocked because I was just DMing with Tara, and she and I didn't really know each other very well or anything, but. I had been moderating on Katie Halper's stream, and she had been on, and she and I had been messaging back and forth, and told her about this network that we were starting, and it's like I'd love to be part of it. I was like, wow, that's awesome. I was never expecting that, and that's awesome. Thank you, and we definitely want to have you part of it. And so Tara was doing some writing and contributing on RT America and RT with her Politics of Survival podcast. And she was joining on the live streams and participating in the roundtables. And then we had what I like to refer to as the Tara apocalypse. When RT decided to pull the plug on RT America, and we had to figure out, quickly how do we put a team behind Tara and start getting her live and getting her podcast back up and distributed. I think that was the first key, which was figuring that out.
Well, not just that, Indy,
Go
but
ahead.
also remember Spotify and Google took down my podcast, and and then I was being like shadow banned on all the. So since I've been with INN, my engagement has gone up, my podcast is back running, my life is getting back in order. So thank you. You guys are awesome. You guys are like a life fixer kind of.
Thank you for
Start your
That's
own firm,
fantastic to hear, Tara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost always want to call you Tara because I have a sister named Sarah. So whenever I see Tara,
Well, you know what? I'll
I'm
just do my Irish accent because it's Tara. It's pronounced Tara. There you have it. It's Tara. So to remember it, you just got to remember
Oh, the
it's an
little
Irish
wee
name.
Tara.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. And then swig a shot of Jameson's for me if you're into that.
We'll do.
So.
Ooh.
We'll do.
So what's great
Oh,
about,
yuck.
you know, kind
getting
of
Irish in here, are we?
yeah, everybody's got some Irish in them, I think, a little bit.
As he pulls out a tin whistle,
but
you know.
so one of the amazing things that ended up happening out of this whole situation with RT was Tara started doing live streaming. Tara had never done any live streaming really. So now we're doing a weekly live stream that is also becoming a podcast. So we're getting the video and we're getting the audio, and it's kind of got a distribution method. And we're working on finding some more engineers, and we've got some creative people that pitch in, and it's just been an amazing collaborative team effort to see everybody kind of rally behind and around Tara, knowing that she's part of family, and this is what family does for each other, and this is partly why we created this network, was to have that safety net, to have that cushion, to know that there were people in your corner, that there were people out there advocating for you, that if you had to start all over again from scratch, people are going to start sharing those links right away, and you're not literally starting from zero. That was really huge, and
the episodes have been really good.
Amazing.
Last week's was with Sarah Hinton, I think, right?
Karen Hinton.
The lady who whistle blew on Cuomo.
On Cuomo, on Andrew Cuomo.
Right.
She was one of the Cuomo whistleblowers.
Yes.
But just the logistics of
that was great.
Just the logistics of assembling a team and figuring out, okay, how do we get the old podcasts down? Where do we get them to a place where they can actually be recorded and distributed and disseminated? I think that what we did out of your Substack, honestly, is better than it was before, because it optimizes better for search, and it's got text and writing and links to go with it. Plus, you can embed a video.
Doesn't Podbean do something like that?
I'm not sure. That's something, we got Paco is now our podcast engineer working with Team Tara, and that's the guy I got to talk to about learning a little bit more about what's happening there.
Because I did a podcast with Swerve and Spittin' for a little bit, and he was really good at doing all the distribution stuff.
Fucking ring him up.
I think what's really great is Substack. I'm glad you brought up Substack, because there's so many platforms now, and I think Lee Camp was kind of talking about that publicly, that like now to stay viable, you have to be on all these multiple platforms, and I simply
you have to run from the law essentially
without a team. Yeah, it's just too much, and it's also very technical, some of them, and some of them are easy. Like YouTube, it's censored, so there's that problem. But Rockfin's easy once you're on, and then Substack is fantastic. And Glenn Greenwald, Aaron Mate, Matt Taibbi do a lot of content
Aaron
on
Mate.
Substack, and I read all their stuff. So
there's some big names over there, Tara.
but
Lee said he was tired of running, right? Like
it's
recently,
just
I think.
But because there's now a new one, and there's another besides Collin. There's another platform, and I'm blanking on the name right now. It's brand new.
Minds. That Daryl Davis is a big fan of. There's like
locals,
and our goal is
Rumble.
Just being on just about if it's a platform we can be on, we're trying to be on it. So You know,
I have a
until they
couple-
take us off of it.
I have
You
accounts
know,
on Odyssey
so-
and Rumble too.
Yeah, we're on
Yeah.
Odyssey and Rumble.
Yeah, Odyssey and Rumble.
We're on Odyssey. We're on Rumble. We're on, you know.
Yep.
I haven't made it
We're on every-
together.
I'm on MySpace. You know,
Jesse.
we're back on MySpace.
MySpace
So,
still exists.
you know,
Yeah, but
right.
shout out
Penguin
ICQ.
Hotel 2. You know, we're on that. We're on,
MySpace.
you know, we're just
I
on
would like at
everything.
least go- I'm just
You
surprised
know.
MySpace is still around.
Yeah, it is.
There was
but
actually,
it's all about
so
advertising.
MySpace is all about, right, is now all about like bands and music advertising and stuff. But someone said, I'll have to look into it. There's another platform that has essentially recreated original MySpace.
Wow.
Right.
What?
And I thought the other day, you know, that might not be bad.
It's
That
not
might not
Pancake,
be
no?
bad. Original MySpace.
Hey, it's
I mean-
not
So
Pancake.
Fox
I
paid
don't
how
think
many
so. I think it's
billions?
something else.
Fox paid how many hundreds of millions of dollars for it way back in the day? So they had
Now, Ashton Kutcher owns it, I think.
Oh, is that
Oh,
right? I
wow.
thought it was
Did.
Jay-Z. Wasn't Jay-Z was going to relaunch it
Mm.
with music?
Supposedly, yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah,
that was Wave. That was something completely
Wave,
different.
or
I
that
think.
was a different thing. Okay.
Yeah, that was him and
MySpace
Kanye,
back
I
in the
think.
day was great. It was like you could like customize it and you could put all this stuff, but that was the bad part because when it
Yeah, it was like
came
CSS,
out, like
right?
we had very slow internet, so it took like 30
Yeah.
minutes to load
Yeah.
somebody's
Minutes
page.
to
and you
load
were
a
just
page.
hearing-
Oh, and they
You'd hear the
immediately start with
audio
some music that you
files
never
and-
want to hear ever.
It's like
You
Christmas
know?
lights around it and shit like that. Yeah, it was
Auto
like some
plays a
crazy shit.
video. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
it took you like
it
2
was- it
hours
was a
just to see the whole
terrible
damn
fucking-
page.
right?
It's
So,
awful.
like people
But it
would
was
put
great.
their own pop-ups on their own page. It was so weird.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You had
It
to
was-
get off
it
the
was
phone
the-
so your dad could use the internet.
There was that
Or you had to
blasting
get off
loud
the internet
music.
so your dad could use the phone.
Like I
yeah,
love.
you had to take a which friends character are you quiz before I could see who your friends were. Like, it was, you know, it was not a great
That's
time.
so bad.
That was definitely stupid. Oh,
I remember those too.
but let me
I
tell you,
remember
that
so many
that was
fights
so customizable.
were over like which one was in your top 5.
That's what I'm talking about.
People would be
You put
pissed.
that was the thing. People put way too much shit on there, and it was like, you know, it was like tchotchkes. They were like putting too much flair on. You couldn't see. You know, it'd take 2 hours to load the
Yep.
shit.
Dude, well, you got to have at least
Yeah.
32 pieces of flair. You know,
You gotta have
Yeah,
at
you
least
can't have
32
too much
pieces
glitter.
of flair.
The rule of thumb is not too much glitter. But I wanted to give a shout out. I don't know if Uncle Warren's on right now, but I wanted to give a shout out. I had so much fun
Well,
in
fuck
his
that
show,
guy. He's a
and I
piece of
just want to
shit.
say
He's here. That's him,
I had
Tara.
such a great time. He was so fun, and you know, and every time I look at my writing crop now, I think about him. So yeah.
Oh, remember, Kitty likes to scratch.
Yeah, that's a teaser. That's a teaser for the audience to go back and watch why we were talking about writing crops. So
Boy.
they'll have
Yeah.
to figure it out.
I mean,
But
there's
it was
only
a funny
2
one.
reasons people have riding crops. So, you know, that's just a
I
coin
do-
flip for people. So might as well flip one. You know?
I
You
do
have
have a
horses
horse.
though, so yeah, you
Yeah,
have a horse, so you actually need a riding crop, maybe, right?
That's-
I mean, I have one for different reasons.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it rated G over here,
Yeah,
or at least PG.
Well, that was the joke. Yeah, that was the joke. I had said to the guest that was already on, she had a riding crop, and I go, "Oh, you ride horses?" And she said, "No." And I'm like, "Oh." And then there was like an awkward silence. Oh,
Lady
Shout out Lady
Peterson
Peterson.
from Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lady
Well,
Peterson.
Yeah, that was
I
the
love
women's
Lady.
stream. That was the women's stream. That was another great show. Again, extra
Yeah,
brilliant,
we
a lot
had
of
a lot
fun.
of fun on that show. Yeah,
Uh,
we're gonna do. We're
Yeah.
trying to get to a Gen X show in the near future. So we're gonna get Tara on there, get Lainey back,
Nice.
maybe Jerry Vassalato on there.
Uh,
Daryl.
I'm a-
Hopefully, we can get Daryl on there too.
I'm a bit of a Gen Xer myself. I dabble in Gen X. I'm
We
from
get
that,
you on there, Andy. If it's
that age.
you get the
Uh,
babysitter, we'll get you on.
Right, you get to be. I got the kids pounding the floor up above me. Definitely, they're stomping. They're trying to get in.
We're
I'm
all gonna
like,
watch
"No,
Purple-
guys."
We're gonna watch Purple Rain at my house on VHS. So
Oh my gosh.
you know, it's
But you got to watch it
make it a
scrambled.
true 80s night.
Wait, if it's true 80s, you have to watch it
Uncle
scrambled through the
Warren.
cable box, Warren. Come on.
Uncle Warren,
No,
don't forget.
yeah, and
Don't forget
and
the
also,
disco
Warren,
ball.
you gotta have your pager going. Like, because remember we didn't.
Right,
have
we got
back
the
then. Yeah,
pagers. That's
pager.
right. That's right. The drug dealer
And then we had
pagers.
codes. There was a code for IW. Remember that?
143.
No?
Sure, of course. Sure, I'm that old. I am pager old, definitely.
8-track.
Yeah.
Pager old.
I go a little bit back to 8-track, but yeah. So your Politics and Survival podcast and live stream, we're doing it Monday nights. Usually we're going to shoot for 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Reef is our engineer right now, which is awesome. We have had, I think there's been 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've had Fair and Balanced, right? That was the first one. And that was something. And shout out to Oz, by the way. Oz from Roar Media, who has also been part of Team Tara and helping out. And he pitched in and helped out. He's been phenomenal in helping to get things engineered and off the ground. Also, we had Eliza Blue, who, survivor, and she's advocate. Lee Camp and Caleb Maupin on the same day. Okay, unbelievable. She also okay, and then there was a Fiorella. Okay, we had a Fiorella stream in there. Then there was Ruben Langdon. We had Jeffrey Ventre, who was the SeaWorld whistleblower, and then most recently we had Jesse Jett, and then Karen Hinton. So it's been a whirlwind, and there's audio available for all of those episodes and video available for all of those episodes with really nice backgrounds. And we were working on the creative, and now I think we've got it pretty well down. If Tara's going to do any some special ones on a Tuesday night or some other night when Reef's unavailable, I'm actually able to run and engineer a stream for Tara as well, which is really cool and exciting. I never got to do that for somebody before, and another opportunity and way to branch out and experience.
And I love working with you guys. You're so fun, and when we do the live stream, and I like it when you read the chats and the audience participates, because I think the audience participation is a lot of fun. I really like having the voices of people that are watching, kind of, hear what they have to say. And then this Tuesday, you're engineering for me, right? For Ryan Knight, because he's coming on the show.
Yes, Tuesday night we got Ryan Knight, Proud Socialist coming on. And actually, tune in tonight on. Go ahead.
No, tune in tonight at 4 o'clock. I was going to say Pacific, 7. I'm going to be a couple hours. I'm going to be on the call-in for Ryan Knight, and we're going to be discussing the Roe v. Wade and how the Supreme Court, the leaked document and all that.
Yeah.
They always leak
you
your
should look at Lucy did a Substack on it too. You should read before doing that. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll read it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the reminder. I love her stuff.
No problem.
Yeah,
I covered
Lucy's
it on
here
INN
too.
News
She's in the chat with
good.
us as well, Tara. You can say hi. I don't know if you can see the list, but we got Luis here. Mr. Ben, too hot for Twitter, Luis. We got Yeti. We've got Yeti in the call, and Yeti just came back from his appointment.
Thank you for protecting me from the trolls. I've been attacked. The troll farms have started up. They must be getting their payments because I've been attacked this last week. So thank you, Yeti, for piping in and doing some defense. I appreciate it.
Political war chests are being brought out. So,
Hey,
all
Jetty.
that DNC cash.
How do you
around.
protect? How do you protect Tara without getting banned?
I choose my words carefully.
Yeah.
I
bet
sometimes I like to call people waste of a DNA strand or a troglodyte.
I did
lots of memes too.
Yesterday.
You know what is amazing to me? What is amazing to me is all those trolls that are going chasing Tara, and harassing her. They don't get banned. They don't get no hammer on them. They don't get nothing.
No.
And if you try to defend her, you're gonna be one of the first ones to get banned and stuff like that. It's incredible.
Yeah, her account's gonna be
So-
flagged with something for it. Because it's clearly like not working as the way it technically should.
Yeah.
I did science yesterday on Twitter where I had to call someone a shit lib on Twitter just once, right? And if you put it together as shit lib
or
it will
hashtag,
flag it'll flag it, right? So it was like, this is the offensive, you know, antagonistic comment, like oh yeah, you mean I'm defending myself, got it.
Now they
but
call
if
it.
I just put one space in between it was fine. I just put a
Space lib.
space in
That was
between shit
fine.
and lib, and it was great.
My tweets only
was
ever
fine.
get flagged for swearing in them. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, like it was like that. Yeah,
Incredible.
but shit's fine apparently. Like,
Yeah.
you know, shit lib though, that's too much.
I got
Listen, you're muted.
censored on Facebook for commenting Joseph Goebbels was Jewish. They freaking like would censor my post for both my business and my personal stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Oh.
All I give
Wow.
is point out facts.
Yeah.
I'm just the factual information.
You damn Russian lover. See?
Yeah.
See, that's what happens. That's what they do to you. So yeah,
Lucy?
Tara's been censored. Reef and I even got censored. Warren's lost 2 Twitter accounts. We were talking about the number of censorships that have happened. 2 Twitter accounts. The extra Booyah account nuked for something totally inadvertent and stupid.
Yeah.
Totally
Yeah.
terrible. Okay.
Troll farm. Those are
I
the
said,
troll farms.
I think I called Keith Olbermann a bad name.
Yes, you
And
did.
then,
You called him a potty
He
poopy head.
deserves it.
Yes, he
Every
more than
other
deserves
day.
it. Meanwhile, he called
Throw it.
Russian scum. Who can forget his epic rant? It sounded Anna Kasparian-ish. But Reef and I also have been banned off of Discord. We had our accounts nuked, and we don't know if we were mass reported. That was about 2 months ago. We didn't
Yeah,
know if
that
we were
was
mass.
weird.
Yeah, it
Hey,
was a
but-
mass report.
But
They
I
went
told
down.
you guys, I told you guys that was gonna happen because when you start inviting people that you don't know, all these trolls are gonna start, flooding the chats and stuff like that, So
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
weird.
problem.
It was he and I.
The door Discord's still up, so
Yep. Convo Couch.
it's
Convo
still
Couch
going
got
strong.
banned. And we were both affiliated
Yeah,
with
is
Convo
what
Couch's
happened.
server, and we think that somebody went after their server specifically, and put something that got their thing nuked. And anyone that was affiliated in adminning that account and that server also had their account banned and suspended. So
That should not happen. That should not happen.
yeah, I mean, all of our admin privileges for all of the different Discord servers that we had access to got revoked. All the DMs and the conversations that we had with people. Somebody got upset because they thought that I wasn't responding to them, but I couldn't get into the account to respond. I swear to God.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, it actually did almost cause like a personal problem for me because somebody really thought that I wasn't responding. I'm like, no, man, that was the day I got my account nuked. It's been terrible. So we
Lucy,
had to.
you were wanting to say something
Yeah, go ahead, Lucy.
like a long time ago.
Lucy, you're muted.
Did I cut you off? You're muted.
Yeah, you're
You
muted.
keep muting yourself. So you put 20
I
bucks
just
in the
don't
jar.
want
There it
my
is.
neighborhood's pretty loud. I didn't want
You're good.
to. I was just gonna say, I was gonna say something stupid. I was just gonna say that I started cursing like F with like a lot of symbols and stuff, and that eliminated the problem for a while. But then I got censored anyway.
Yeah,
So-
because what they do is they start reporting your tweets or whatever, and then they add it to the algorithm. So it catches whatever new you're putting in the symbols or whatever, they catches it, and it becomes automatic censored,
Well, I remember.
Oh, okay.
I remember Franco was trying to get around the algorithm with mandates by putting a space between the word man and dates, and then it thought it was a whole dating thing, which I thought was brilliant. But they figured that one
I
out
love
after a little
Franco's
while.
titles.
Franco's so good.
Franco's
He's so-
titles are like such cryptic code, just to get around the censors. It's great, man. Franco's the best.
I had to do blue and yellow assassins the other day.
Oh my god.
All you know what I mean.
Yeah, we know.
But other people are like, wait, what? Don't worry about it.
News.
You can Google it. Well, Google's not going to show you, but you'll figure it out.
No, Google's not going to show you.
I don't even say
none of them are anymore.
I don't even say Russia anymore. I say hurry up.
Oh, I do know what.
So I can get around that.
You know what gets you
Too soon?
automatically in prison in Facebook? Facebook will, if you put a swastika without explaining nothing, or you put a picture of the ASAP battalion or something like that on Facebook without explaining anything, you will get your account suspended for 30 days and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they'll allow you to call Russians all sorts of things. So
and call
you call for death of Russians.
Hey,
That's
a
fine.
good one to
Garland, check this out. Garland Nixon got his account blocked in Facebook for posting an ABC News article.
Yep, NBC News article. Yep, he actually got on Rockfin. I don't know if you know, but Luis, he got a Rockfin channel last night. He finally got it all set up and he's live, and he started streaming now to Rockfin as well because
good.
Yeah, the censorship's out of control.
YouTube. Yeah, we need to get rid of YouTube, man. We need to try to boycott it the most we can. I know all the money is in YouTube, but the problem is if we continue using that platform and not giving the other platform, the opportunity of expanding, we're gonna stick with that other platform, that censorship,
Right.
I tell you, I've seen a few accounts that have gone to Rockfin and have flourished. Right. They just really have. And that's the thing. It's like if I get the chance to go to Rockfin, I'm getting off YouTube completely. I'm gonna pull a slow news day and say, peace out, home slice. I'm going to the Rock, So hopefully a lot of us can do that soon.
Don't you just have to sign up for Rockfin?
Yeah, you need to. And they need to approve. They need to approve your
you
account.
gotta need to know somebody too, and you need to have a few. That's the messed up part too. Like you have to have like a pretty decent following on
Other
YouTube,
platforms.
which is kind of ironic. It's like if you're trying to compete with YouTube, why aren't you just letting people on there instead of like, oh, we have to be have this many followers on YouTube in order to come. It's kind of ridiculous.
And how are you gonna become famous in Rockfin if you only want to use Rockfin for the first time? Are you not gonna give the opportunity to that person to grow up on your platform instead of the other one? So you're depending on the other platform to know if that person is good or not.
I think it's so that they're they don't want a fire in their server room right now. I think it's something about that. But we're working on it. I think from what Jaime said that they're working on making sure that is the case. So
they're getting more people. They're getting around to getting more people channels, but they have to be selected because of the way their platform runs
on Rockfin.
But what they can do, they can approve all the accounts and they can make it limited to 5 minutes at the beginning. Limited to something, Do not make it like a paywall, like a hard wall to climb. Let people create their account and let them grow up.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like again, it's vague about how or when they allow you to have a channel. It's basically when somebody on the platform recommends someone to them, then they start looking at it. That's usually when we have found that they'll start, and again, you've got to have a channel where you've got an audience and visitor, and people already, they don't really want to see people develop shows on the network. They want people to bring established shows or at least established names to their platform. And I understand why, because they're based on crypto, Luis, and so they're burning a crypto token for every video, and they want to make sure that the videos are actually being seen, that the creators are being consistent. What?
Then allow people to pay you with crypto. Create an account, allow people to pay you with crypto, and use that. If you want to create the account.
Shadow ban too. Shadow ban's all over that. But again, I'm glad that there is that commercial free platform. It took 2 years of applying, and again, if it weren't for Tara, I would still be sitting on the outside looking for a Rockfin channel and
Question.
giving them a hard time, wondering if I'd ever get one.
Yeah, and I don't want to put it out there. Like, email me privately or DM me and see if I can help you. If those of you that don't have Roxanne channels, maybe I can help make a recommendation because I have one, and I'm totally happy to do that. So just
they have a referral program
you,
for
Tara.
That's good of
creators.
you. Yeah,
Our,
thanks,
our
Tara.
next
get
goal
my ass
is
in gear, make some
INN
videos first.
INN getting its own Rockfin.
I'd like to see
That's-
INN
we're
get
trying
one.
to work on that.
Because that would give everybody
You know,
the
and that way
outlet to
you
be
guys
able to
we can
stream
use
to.
all of that together. Yeah. So
But so
That
far,
sounds
in the
great.
meantime, what we've been doing is I've been giving my, allowing everyone on my channel to put a lot of their content. So Warren has streamed a couple of extra booyahs, and Reef has streamed some Reefer After Darks, and we do, of course, all of my shows are over there. But this is being streamed live there now, as well as I've allowed Marcus Cage to stream. I like the Political Matrix. I'm a fan of his show. So we're streaming the Political Matrix when we've got availability on a Saturday night, and he's doing some streams. So again, we wanna make this available, and this is a network where we want smaller channels who are building and need technical help and amplification help and that are good fits for the people on our network to become part of our family. And we've really grown and become family already, and we're still building and adding to it. And again, it's just so exciting to see all these things happen in such a short period of time. Again, 30 different non INN members have been on a stream, in addition to the RBN members that were participating from Lucy's thing. Again, we're going to be having Yeti's new show will be coming on more. Discord, we're going to be doing we had the INN
one.
Discord basically ready to go when our accounts got nuked. So Cynic was asking, or somebody was asking, does Tara have a Discord? She does not have a Discord for herself or for her fans, but she's going to be part of the INN Discord, and all of her content will be featured and showcased, and you'll be able to see it on Tar Reade channels inside the INN Discord. So she's going to have a Substack
I can put the
channel.
one we have now for, some alpha testers would be great for that anyway. So
yeah, anyone
let me
who
just
wants
grab
to
the link to that.
Sure. So that is
we just got to transfer ownership of that one.
Right. We've I think the owner's still the dead account at this point, but once we get that, but everybody's got their own channel that brings in their Substack, that brings in their Twitter, that brings in their YouTube, that brings in their Twitch, any of their video platforms. Unable to get Rockfin yet. I do have Odyssey able to come in. So it's one channel, one central place to find all the INN people and all the content, both from the network as well as from each of the individual contributors. So again, we're coming up on 10 minutes. Lucy, you got something else? You're muted again?
Sorry. I because I don't want you to hear sounds of New York.
The Bronx.
That's okay. I don't mind. I get reminiscent.
Why you stupid, Poppy? Fuck you. Dominicans
my
over
dog's
me.
howling and stuff. It's too much.
Yeah.
But, no, I just want to reiterate, if people could check out that Camp Dada event, that'd be great, because the Bank Sisters and Josanna, more them, but also a lot of other people have put so much effort into it.
Let me
it's
put that link in chat.
because it's an actual live action, a live event, and everyone's saying why don't people do more live events? And they're actually trying to do it. So if you could go, support them, this Camp Dada event. And also, I'm still super set on doing this ice bucket challenge for student debt. It's not going to be an ice bucket challenge. It's going to be something else. I don't know what it'll be, but if anybody has any ideas.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe one of those hot chips or something like that.
Oh, that hot chip challenge, the hot box or whatever. Yeah. So
I do that.
Reef will come up. Reef's got some good ideas. So does Warren. We've got some idea men here.
Oh yeah, Reef will probably think, I feel like one of those creative things, even if it sounds stupid, sometimes those things really take off. I feel like You know,
Yeah.
like the
I agree. I've been saying
establishment
that
is
for a
really
minute.
against us. But
Yeah,
like,
it is.
so sometimes the things that take off
who's
are
good to
just
look
like
at?
super quirky and weird, you know, something that they're not seeing
People-
coming. That's like
Things that people are not used to every day.
yeah.
Well, like Extinction Rebellion does really well, in my opinion, of finding off the wall ways of protesting.
They get their
right?
message
Where they're
out.
like, okay, yeah, we're gonna glue ourselves to windows. Like, we're gonna make this weird tripod, right? Like,
I saw somebody in San
crazy
Francisco
stuff.
climbed the Salesforce Tower, 100 stories, just the other day. That's crazy shit. I'm like that. Like, I'm dedicated to stuff. I'm not dedicated enough to climb 100 stories. God.
But it's like the stuff that makes them like either A, have to think and like deal with this big coordinated movement, or like where they physically have to like send someone to deal with you, right? And it's gonna be complicated, you know. Like they used to put a boat in the middle of like the road, and we're like, all right, figure it out, you know. So like, and it's like you're gonna have to move this whole thing. Like that's you know, like they can do it. Like it's not illegal. It's just really an inconvenience. Like you know, but it inconveniences people enough for them to like, why hasn't the city come on here and dealt with you yet?
Hey, they
Well, it's
organize
because they don't want to hear our message. Like you get so much time to like, you know, bullhorn your way to like, but you know, getting to people. So
they organized
they used to do stuff.
worldwide.
There was a guy.
Worldwide actions for
There was a
climate
guy
change,
who like
right?
just jumped on the top of an airplane. Just laid on top of it.
Yeah, I don't want to
for,
do
like,
that. No,
you know.
sorry, thanks. You
I
can
feel
do
you.
that. I'm good.
I mean, I'm dedicated, but not.
I'm good
Right.
with jumping on a. You know, Yeti's already been
Right.
through heart surgery. I don't think he needs to jump on an airplane or out of one.
You know.
Right? So
I can't wait till I get my second transplant, just so I can be like that guy on the commercials. I've had a transplant, but wait, there's more.
right.
Do you get
Right.
to choose? Do you get to choose which heart? Can you be like, I need that horse heart real quick. I really need like an extra pump in there, you know, like that's
Hey,
You
By
also
the way,
be
trolls-
running like 40 clips.
No, you're not getting
What
charmed
was that?
hard.
right.
Oh, just Yeti.
Trolls are not welcome at that
Yeti's already
Discord, by
gotten
the
a
way.
second heart. Yeti got a second heart because he already has mine. Oh,
Oh,
Yeti. Here it is. That's for you,
cheese
brother.
ball. Look at
Oh.
that cheese ball stuff.
I mean, if it
See, I'm
grows
feeling
two
the love.
sizes in one day, you should go to a doctor.
I'm feeling the love.
You should grow.
Mine was the size of a basketball when they
That
finally
means I
took
feel
it
it in
out.
my leg sometimes, but I'm feeling the love.
Like, it was massive.
So yeah, again, this has just been the first 6 months. You've only got 7 of us right now. There are 21 of us in total. I did want to give a shout out to some of the people who were not here. Daryl, Black in the Empire, Tahtahme from Tahtahme's Diary, Kobe from the ProPeace Report. Okay, Bess from Millennialsplaining. Get well soon, Bess. She's having some back issues. The Dissident, who again was going to be here tonight, but had job training, and congratulations on the new job. Wish you could have made it today, but totally understand, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Todd, BeTheChange. Talked to him on Instagram this morning. He's taking a little bit of a break, trying to figure out exactly what he's going to be doing very often, and he's doing gardening, growing some amazing vegetables. So love Todd, and shout out to Todd. Also wanted to give a shout out to Rob Durden, who was on How Did We Miss That on Sunday night and became our first. We became a tripod for the weekend. That had never happened. Reef and I have always done the show it's always been me and one other guest, but we added a third person to the mix. It was great. Appreciate him doing that. A lot of fun. Love that dude. Kris Legion also. Shout out to Kris Legion, who wasn't here this afternoon. I know he was trying to make it by the end of the day, but I'm not sure if he's going to have a chance
Noli, Collin.
Noli and Collin as well. Care Bear and Noli Dee as well. I think that's just about everybody right now. Oh, and of course Greg, BigMadCrab, he also has a job interview right now. So everybody's getting hired. We've got a lot of positive energy. We're helping each other. We're lifting each other up, amplifying each other, supporting, and this has just been, again, the most incredible 6 months. I mean, and this is still the beginning. And I I get up every day and I'm like, this is what I
Yeah.
want to do. This is what I want to do.
It's amazing. So much gratitude to all of you. And, you know, I want to get everybody on my show too. Indy, we'll have to, you know, and Uncle Warren, you know, you're next to come on my show here at
Speaking
some
of
point.
which,
And, you know,
do you
Yeti
have-
and
do you
all
have
you
someone
guys.
for Monday?
I think it's wonderful just, you know, and
I'm always game for
oftentimes,
coming on
you know,
people's shows, just
with
so you
the
know.
banning and censoring,
Hmm.
we've been able to overcome it by just diversifying and trying to move around it by acting as a group. So thank you, Indy and Reef, for, you know, really kind of, you know, streamlining everything for us.
You guys have been amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Aw.
you.
My
man.
thing went out.
No,
I'm losing it.
stop it, you.
Again,
You are.
we only were inspired to do this by seeing everybody else out there doing some incredible things and saying, you know, everybody needs kind of the support and help, and everybody's kind of missing a little bit of an element where we all can help each other. And then we're learning platforms and we're expanding, and we, again, would we necessarily be getting asked to go on certain shows and participate in things if we weren't part of a network? I don't know. So Tara, we just lost Tara, but thank you. Yes, we did hear you. Love you, Tara. But again, would we be getting this kind of reach? I don't know, but I appreciate everybody's support, everybody contributing. Of course, whatever I told everybody when we started this, look, we want you to do what you do, and whatever you can contribute to this, great. And we certainly appreciate everything that everybody's done. We of course would love for people to help more, and we're certainly looking for more volunteers. And I did of course want to shout out that we have had a team of behind the scenes volunteers helping out and amplifying and doing tweets and doing production and doing graphics and doing editing and doing all kinds of things. So again, shout out. So we've got Darlene, and we've got Phantomos Fanto and Rose Klein Payne, aka Nicole. Okay, and we've got Paco, who's been doing Tara's podcast again, and Oz behind the scenes, and BigMadCrab. So many people have come together. Again, I almost left them off again, but not this time. Kris, the resident skeptic, Kris Gilman, on YouTube. I'm sorry, on Instagram and on Twitter. So many people, again, believe in these people, believe in what we're doing, believe in independent media, and believe in supporting it. And again, thank you to everybody who's watching, who's participating, who's sharing, who's amplifying. Please share this because nobody else does. You know, that we are certainly suppressed across the platforms, and we need to get these people's word out there, because everybody's got some amazing things to say here. And again, I just appreciate everybody spending a couple hours with us today. We are non-incorporated. We are an LLC right now. We're going to become a .org and a not-for-profit. We've spent way more money than we've ever made, and we plan on continuing to put any money that we make back into the network and to amplify the streamers. I spend way more money on super chats and monthly subscriptions, and then also, you know, kind of donations to help some of our friends for mutual aid. You know, very, very big on mutual aid. You know, everybody's got some shows coming up, and everybody's got plugs. If we went around, we'd be here for another half an hour. So I would say just stick around, follow all the INN channels, go to indienews.network. You can find all the members. You can go to linktr.ee/INN members. That's another link tree just for all the INN members to find all their stuff. So I'm exhausted. It's been 2 hours. Thank you so much again, everybody.
Thank you, Indy.
We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep doing roundtables. We're going to keep doing streams. We're going to keep growing. And again, this is just the beginning. Thank you, everyone, for 6 months of amazing time. And we're going to keep this going. And this is still just the beginning. So have a great night. And we will be back again tomorrow. I'll be doing Friends of Indy Left with Jay Buffont. Sunday night, we'll have...
it's going to be good.
How do we miss that? Right. That's. Well, I don't know about Sunday night, because Sunday night's Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, by the way.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day. Good night, everybody.
Good night. See you later.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Wash your ass.
Everything you do,
Labels
brother.
are bad. Stay independent. Good
Labels are
night.
bad. Stay
Good night.
independent.